Hope you're doing well. So, it's been a long time since I've made a desk video. I'm back at the desk. Whoa. Hand stuff. Hand stuff ASMR. That is a very different channel. I have tweezers on my desk. I'm sorry, I'm very easily distracted. So, yesterday, technically today, because I'm looking at me getting ahead on videos. Actually, it was yesterday, because it's after midnight now. Oh well. Yesterday, I made a video about my spreadsheets, how I set them up, kind of some insights behind them, and the interesting code, Excel formulas that make some of the charts that I think are cool. And so I realized I haven't made this video in a while. I've made this video a couple times. Is how to set goals, how to pick your goals. And it's a new year, and I just love New Year's. It's a fresh start. It's a chance to better yourself, do cool stuff, and just be the best version of yourself. And if you watched yesterday's video, or you've been following my videos, my stupid arbitrary goals that I set every year I set a number of goals. And through this process, it's been an iterative process. It's been a decade or more in the works at this point. And it has been so beneficial to me. I never meet all my goals, and that used to bum me out a lot. And then I kind of reframed it as challenges, and then I made the goals a lot harder, and had even more fun. And that was something my fiance, which was then girlfriend, now fiance, recommended I do. Was just, I set these, set the goals, and I would always get bummed out halfway through the year, towards 3/4 of the year, when it was mathematically like, this isn't gonna happen. And I really let that bum me out. And then she was like, well, they're challenges. Think of them as challenges. Like, you're not always gonna get every challenge. You're like, look at you, smart cookie. That's why I'm marrying her. She's very smart. Anyway, so how to set goals, how to pick goals. So this is my framework. It's not the framework. It's not the best framework. It's what works for me. If anyone is trying to sell you the only way that something works on anything, that's diets, exercise, goal setting, productivity, it's bullshit. You can ignore it, and that information that they're trying to give you is probably free somewhere else on the internet. So don't pay him. This YouTube video, there's stupid idiots like me giving this shit away for free. I'll tell you what, I made $4 last month on my YouTube ad revenue. So here's some free shit for you. Don't even have ads in the middle of the video. You're welcome, America, and everywhere else. But I'm just mostly Americans watching, I think. I haven't actually checked. Anyway, it's 3 minutes in. I should shut the fuck up and talk about goals. So, for me, I feel like 10 is a good number. This year I'm doing 12, but only because I added 2 that I couldn't find. Two that I wanted to delete, and there was 2 that were burning inside me, and I need to add these. They need to be on there. And so I did that. I took 2 goals, added them, because I felt all my goals this year are pretty much the same as last year. I just added 2 new ones in because there was a burning need to do it. And so kind of what I like to do is I split it up into 3 categories. So I have my fitness, health, I have experiences is what I call it, and then I have business/career related. And I feel like those 3 things kind of encapsulate your whole life, and you can kind of pick and choose what is the most important to you, and then slot the goals in there. And if you want to do 9 goals, 3 for each, or if you want to do 12 goals like I'm doing, and that's 4 for each, go off, king and queens and in-betweens. Yeah, it rhymes. That's pretty cool. I hope I didn't steal that. I probably didn't. I don't know. You could steal that. That could be yours. Sure, why not? I don't fucking care. Slurp. Oh, I'm drinking ice. This is ice with caffeine, strawberry citrus flavored. This is the closest thing I've found that tastes like an energy drink but isn't an energy drink. And I need to not drink energy drinks because it's bad for me. So I'm trying to watch that. So this is the best replacement I found so far. It only has 70 milligrams of caffeine, which is about the same as a soda, but it's not soda, and I don't feel gunky So this is kind of my go-to drink right now. Still drink Zevias though. They're good. Anyway, God, I need to shut the fuck up and stop rambling. Maybe you clicked on this video because of the title, and then you're like, "Who's this fucking idiot?" Hopefully not. Hopefully you're charmed by this, but maybe not. Anyway, so yeah, what I like to do is you set the 3 categories. To me, health, fitness goals. Right now, my fitness goals are mostly activity based, and it's kind of like on getting up, getting out, because I've got type 2 diabetes, and the best thing you can do is just move more. So, I've got mobility work in there, because as I'm getting older, I'm 38 now. I know I don't look it. It's because I never go out into the sun. I just don't. I don't move as well as I used to, and I started doing mobility work a couple years ago, and it has made a world of difference for me. If you're not familiar, mobility work is it's like a cousin of stretching. So essentially what mobility work is focusing on movement patterns. And there's a lot of YouTube channels that talk about this and teach this very well. Tim Anderson's Original Strength is a very, very good one, because that man has like 1,000 YouTube videos of like different movements and why you would want to do them. And it's all free. It's great. It's amazing. Just pick one at random, try it, do it for a week, and like you'll notice the difference. And so it's things, like holding a deep squat, which is kind of like a stretch, and that's kind of a bad example, but there are moving things, certain patterns of movement that you kind of just do. And you remember, like, think about this, it's like you do this, that's like a mobility. Think about that, but like there's something for like every joint and every like ligament in your body. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. What I really like is twisting teacups, where you hold an imaginary teacup and then you just twist, and then you can even go over your head. Try that 5 times each side. You'll feel it, and it'll feel good. You'll be like, okay, there's something to this, and you feel good right away. It's kind of, elephant walks is another good one. If you Google elephant walks, stretching, elephant walks, mobility, do that one. It will just, if you sit a lot like I do, it will absolutely light your hamstrings up, and you will be like, oh boy, and it will hurt, and it will feel so good afterwards. Like, you have no idea. It's so good. So do that for like 30 seconds, or as long as you can bear to do it. It's amazing. It feels so good. Anyway, that's one that I really love. I really recommend. Riding bikes, because working the legs, it's good for beer league hockey. It's good for the diabetes, because a lot, if you want to lose weight, you gotta get your legs working, because that's where most of your major muscle groups are. And they are the heat sink for blood sugar. So, if you want to kind of work through your blood sugar and kind of burn those calories, like the best way to do it, get moving with your legs, squats, walking is fine. Walking uphill's better, hiking, rucking, but if you want low impact, low stress, get an exercise bike, put on a movie, get on that bike and just pedal, and you're working a lot of stuff there. So that's a good one for me. Hockey is a goal. It's important to me. It is one of the few things I do for myself, is to go play hockey, and I kind of try to protect that time, and it's a really good time to kind of clear my head. Although lately I've been getting real spicy out on the rink, and I don't like that. So I need to kind of, I don't know if it's pulling back. I don't know, getting heated out there on the ice, and I don't like who I become sometimes out there. But also, like, sometimes people need to get fucking hit, I guess. I don't know what to say. Like, people are douchebags out there, and so I feel like they probably think I'm a douchebag too, but fuck them. I don't care. People, it's weird. Beer league hockey is so weird. You have people that are like, that complain about everything, but then turn around and do the same thing back to you, and it's just whatever. I don't complain. People hit me. I'm like, whatever. Okay, cool. Like, it's hockey. You have to deal with it. Like, if it's cool, whatever. Anyway, not trying to be like a tough guy, macho man, but like, if you don't want to get touched, like hockey's not the sport for you. Yes, it's beer league, and yes, like no one's out there checking people, but like there is rubbing, and like you're gonna get touched, and if you can't be okay with that, then like play a sport with a net, like pickleball. You know, because even soccer, even basketball, to a limited extent baseball, like there's contact in sports. You have to just deal with it. That's side rant for another day. So that's kind of fitness goals. I've done diet goals. I feel like those don't work as well. When I do diet goals, I kind of usually put them under experiences, and it's more about like cooking, cooking Mediterranean food, cooking vegetarian food, cooking vegan food, and trying 50 different vegan dishes or whatever. And that kind of works the goal kind of a long way around, but it's a new experience. It's something to talk about, and that's kind of what the experience goals are. It's just like things to talk about. And so reading books, watching films, finishing video games. You want to finish 12 video games this year. That could be a good one. And remember, like, the goals don't all have to be serious goals. You can do stupid shit, and it's fine. It's like you could try every different pasta shape. Like, that could be the goal. It's like, I'm gonna try 12 different pastas with 12 different sauces, and I'm gonna make a chart so that I could tell you at the end of the year with ratings which sauce with which pasta shape is the best. This is my heat list. This is like this pasta with this sauce and even this protein. That's 3 options. You've been making pasta all year, baby, to get those ratings. You gotta do it twice too. Make sure you cooked it right. You could try different sauce brands. You could fucking eat pasta every day and not have that chart all the way filled out. That's just as valid as any other stupid shit I'm doing. Read books, fuck that. Eat pasta. Do both. Fuck it. Listen to audiobooks while you cook the pasta. Done. Watch movies while you eat the pasta. Look at you, baby. You're off running on experiences. And the last one is career, business. This year for me, I've got one goal that is like the amount of work I'm doing, and I have that one set up. It's what I call cluster goals, and they're sort of you take like a couple like-minded things and you stick them together and you total them up, and then you divide by the number of the thing. So, for example, this year I've got the number of photos I'm taking, the number of social media posts, website updates that I'm making about my stuff, the number of YouTube videos I'm making, and the number of hours I'm spending editing. Because I'm trying to. One of the big problems I had last year was I got sucked into these video projects, and the editing time felt like just lost time. It was something I had to do, but it wasn't getting points on my spreadsheet, so I was prioritizing other things, and the videos were taking a long time to turn around because I wasn't excited to work on them. So this year I put video editing hours in there, so that way I can be like, oh, I edit video, all right. So that's that, and there's 4 of them, and so you do those things, add them up, divide it by 4. That's that goal. That's a cluster goal. You could do that with anything. You could do that with your pasta goal. You could do that with like movies, books, video games finished. That sort of entertainment goal, if you will. What else am I doing this year? Paying off debt and putting money into retirement. That's another cluster goal. It's kind of just those 2 things. This year I used to put that together, like the work I'm doing with the results, and I put them together, and that's why I have 12 goals this year. It was like I needed a crowbar because I was never doing the actual like investing and paying off debt. Like I was a little bit, but I wasn't doing it to the level I wanted to be because all the work I was doing was making the goal go up. And so I was like, well, I'm still doing pretty good on these business goals. It's fine. And this year it's like, no, fuck you. Do it for real. So there's that. And then the business goal then are just, again, photos and videos, because it's really important to me that it's double prioritized. So it's prioritized once as the goal of take this many photos, and once as the goal of like make this many YouTube videos. And then again, as part of that cluster cluster goal because that gives it a little extra zhuzh, and that could be something you do to kind of sub-prioritize. I know these 10 goals, 12 goals, 6 goals, however many goals you want. I would say I would not do more than 12. If you're doing more than 12 goals, you're doing a bucket list thing probably, and those don't work as well with this system, at least. And you probably are, if you're doing more than 12 goals, you're probably not making those 12 goals hard enough. You'd probably just focus on fewer things, make them harder. That's just my take. I've tried. I did one year, I did like a bucket list style goal. I wasn't getting shit done. There's just too many targets, option paralysis. It just wasn't happening. So this way has worked way better for me. But yeah, so you can prioritize. You can find ways to subtly prioritize to kind of really light your brain up of like, oh, I have to work on, these photos. I don't want to edit them, but it's gonna be a lot of points when I crank through them. And you're like, okay, well, that's, and it's like, I need to be making more YouTube videos because, like, I feel like it is, not this channel. This channel doesn't make any fucking money, but the other channels make money. And so it's like that is the YouTube idea, the pipe dream. And I feel like I'm not that far off of it. I'm making, just under $1,000 between 5 channels or whatever a month. And it's like, okay, if you could 4x that, which is like, I feel like going like 4xing $1,000 to $4,000, that's enough to live off of that. Like, it wouldn't be a fat life, it wouldn't be an amazing life. It'd be like $48,000 a year before taxes. But like, you could get by on that. And from there, it's like that's a base, and I would not stop doing freelance work, but I would start to get a lot more choosy, and then now I've got more time to dedicate, or I could keep doing the freelance work as I have been doing, and now I've got extra money to hire people to help me, and then that builds a little bit of an empire, and I don't have any aspirations to be PewDiePie or, even like 1 million followers would be wild to me. I don't think I could take that heat. But like, I like more the idea of having like 10 different YouTube channels that are all 100,000 or less people, subscribed, and each you're just making videos every day about just talking videos, and then have 1 or 2 editors and thumbnail makers, just creatives that are kind of Swiss Army knife people, and you're making like pretty good watchable content that hopefully provides value to people. Hopefully you're getting something out of this. And it's like, this takes 20 minutes to record. It takes, these edits are so fast. I just drop them in, add some color, clip the beginning and end, because I kind of just straight through ramble, because it's kind of what it wants. But on the other channels, I have to actually like do several takes and edit them, and it takes that whole process takes longer. But yeah, I could make ASMR videos like where I just fucking ramble at the camera, which seems to be what people want. Could just do that all day, every day. Although my voice would probably fuck up, but I could do one a day, for 5 days. Channel 5 channels, 1 video per day. It's doable. You start to think, you're like, okay, it's not that crazy. And it's like, okay, what do you need to make per video on average? And some videos will do way better, and most videos will do worse probably, but it'll bounce out and it'll be fine. Then maybe you get those brand deals, baby. I don't know if any brands are like sponsoring ASMR channels. That'd be weird. It wouldn't be that weird. I don't know if it happens. I don't watch most of the big ASMR YouTubers. So I like the little people. I like the little people. That's most things. I feel like the bigger you get on YouTube, I feel like the less authentic it becomes. I feel like there's very few large YouTubers that feel authentic to me. A lot of them are very. There's some that are like, people are like, oh, like Casey Neistat. It's like, I don't know. I feel like that's not very authentic. Like, if you look at like some of his old stuff, and I know people change and develop, and I'm not trying to throw shade on people, but like, at a certain point, the authenticity is really weird because you have to be so high energy and you have to be like, hey guys, what's up? And it just, I don't know. It's just not, I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do stupid shit like this and make $4 a month. You're welcome, America. So anyway, yeah, those are the goals and how I set them and how I think about them. And I have the start of the year, the goals. This year I'm doing 12 goals. So I'm gonna, each month I'm gonna like pick a target goal, and this month it's videos, because if I can make a bunch of videos that make a bunch of money starting on the 1st, theoretically I'll make a bunch of money this year from videos. It's sort of a carrying over, thing month to month, which will let me focus on the other goals of paying off debt, investing money into my retirement account. But then at the midway point, which I think is July 2nd every year, or it's July 1st or 2nd. It depends, I think. Because last year was a leap year, it was July 2nd. But I think it might still be July 2nd. It's at noon or midnight, depending on if it's a leap year or not. But July 1st, July 2nd, that's the midway point of the year. And that's when I will go through my goals and I will adjust them. And if I'm adjusting one to be easier, I need to adjust one to be harder. It's kind of how I, set that up. And that allows me, you can judge it as needed. You don't have to follow that system. It's just the stupid arbitrary system I have designed to kind of, it's like, okay, well, if this is easier, then this has to be harder. Because then it just, it doesn't, it makes my brain happy, because otherwise I feel like I cheated. I'm like halfway through the year, now I'm making goals easier. Ooh, you pussy. Like, cool, bro. Where'd that come from? Fucking high school. Love that. Xbox Live 2012. Let's go. Halo 2. Learned a lot of slurs. Anyway, yeah, those were different times. We don't talk about the things we heard in those Xbox lobbies. Nope, it's not. Nope. It's weird to think about. A lot of those people are parents now. You're like, just like, if you had, do you remember on April 19th, 2012, when you called your teammates? You're just like, boy, someone's going to hell for that one. Anyway, cool. Yeah. So hopefully that gave you some insight. And if you want to make a spreadsheet, watch yesterday's video, and learn how I make my spreadsheets. And then, yeah, that'll be it for goal talk for a while till the end of the month when I do my goal update. And then we're gonna focus on some other stuff this month and do weird shit. Talk about movies or something. Cool. Okay. I hope you're doing well. And if not, well, I hope that turns around for you real soon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.